Oh, what a week. The temperature soared, Lindsay Lohan was sent to jail, and the spies among us were sent packing to Russia. Here for our early wrap of the week's news, CBS News contributor Mo Rocca, Levy, who's editor-in-chief of Maxim Magazine, and Olivia Munn, joining us for the first time, senior Asian correspondent for The Daily Show, and the author of Suck It, Wonder Woman, The Misadventures of a Hollywood Geek. Good to have all of you with us this morning.
Oh, ish. Okay. Like half.
Yeah. And no one really knows that, so if you could keep it under
sorry.
wraps,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Closet Asian.
Yeah, no one knew that it was hot this week either.
No, not at all.
What I want to know is, I'm impressed that you all survived the heat wave. You live here in New York City, Mo. How did you do it, surviving the heat wave?
I did the only sensible thing I could do. I spent the weekend in Houston. I really did. I went to
Where
Houston.
it felt cooler.
There was actually a chill.
Humid.
I had to borrow a pashmina. It was that cold in comparison.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
What did you make of the heat wave, Joe?
I don't know when we all moved to the surface of Venus. I don't understand. I thought I'd be consulted if we were making a planetary move, but no, we just, literally the building down the street from me was on fire yesterday. The roof, big roof fire down the street.
Crazy.
I didn't know how they knew. It was that hot. No, nothing?
It was a nice try there.
Thank you.
I'm from Oklahoma, which is, right above Texas. Fun fact. And it's very humid there all of the time. So when I would walk out, when people would talk about the heat, I wasn't really.
You didn't follow it.
But the wind comes sweeping down the plane, doesn't it?
When I'm in a covered wagon, it does.
Right. Okay. With the fringe on the top. We should not confuse weather with climate, though, right? This shouldn't necessarily be an indication of climate change.
No, but it would be nice if the global heating deniers who thought, hey, it was cold last winter. There's no such thing as global heating, right? Now all had to eat their words and say, hey, there's a heat wave.
I address you by my first name, Olivia.
No, but even Al Gore would say that this is just Earth's second chakra, just acting up a little bit.
Very nice.
Thanks.
We got to move on. Lindsay Lohan.
Yes.
Oh, did I just hear I just heard handcuffs. Olivia, is it going to work for her, especially with the manicure that she's got going?
Here's the thing: is that the Vietnamese nail salon people, I think that they told her it meant like honor, and she didn't know, and so they're like, we write honor on your nail. It's honor. I mean honor, and so then she didn't know. I mean, that's not her fault.
How could you know what that means?
Yeah. It's a subtle message. I'm not quite sure what she's trying to say. The funny thing is that it's a hostile message, and it's right on top of this rainbow-colored nail. So it has the effect of
Does that diffuse it a little bit?
It has the effect of like a third-grade girl with a biker tattoo. It is a little confusing to me.
It's very trendy. It's called a pardon my French manicure.
I just think that she's learning to use her words more. I think it's nice. She's using her words. Good job.
And guess what she's going to do in prison? She's going to make tiny little Barbie license plates. She's really good at really small print.
It works.
And the idea is that in prison, prisoners make license plates. Okay.
They do. Well, people who are not going to prison, the spies. Gone.
Oh, right. Nice
Spies are gone.
transition.
Anna Chapman, though, I don't know that she'll ever really be gone. I don't know, Joe, do you want to tackle this one first? Because I think that
I would love to tackle Anna Chapman. Is there a chance of that happening? I would literally love to do that.
Wedding ring?
It is a wedding ring, but let's not get into that.
Spies don't count,
You and I will
do they?
talk later. Spies never count. That's true, and especially Russian spies. Anna Chapman is a Russian spy who's gorgeous, redhead. Redhead and communist. It was like a dream come true for the New York Post.
Sure.
She's a red hot red.
Well, I believe that, what was the headline yesterday? Can we keep her?
Can we keep her?
Well,
Yes.
the trade is ridiculous. We're basically giving up one Bond girl for 4 Boris Badanovs in return. I mean, it's the most ridiculous spy trade.
We should have had you in on that exchange.
Yes.
Which I'm told were done at the very highest levels of government, so I don't know why you weren't consulted.
I know.
But we're trading 11. We're trading 11 for 4 because the 11 who were here seem to have done nothing. As far as we know, they
were hanging out.
They raised beautiful shrubs in Montclair, New Jersey.
The hydrangeas were beautiful.
Exactly. They partied in New York clubs. They took topless photos.
And also, let me say, the topless photos I think were just blown out of proportion. It's the heat wave. She was hot.
Right.
She's hanging out, trying to cool off.
Thanks for bringing it full circle. My favorite story of the week, which was highly underreported, and I'm glad you're all sitting down for this, is that Levi Johnson came out and said that he
came out?
No.
That's amazing.
He came out and said,
men, let her finish.
Thank you, Olivia. Some of the things he said about the Palin family were not true. Not true.
So a teenager who breaks up with his girlfriend says untrue things about her and her family. That is a shocker. I don't think that's ever happened before.
I think he needs to apologize for his Playgirl spread first, and then go to the Palins.
And then because that was more egregious.
Because America is hurt first and foremost, and then some people in Alaska.
just when he thought he was out, they pull him right back in. It's amazing, that family.
The bond.
Yes.
The bond. Mo Rocca, Joe Levy, Olivia Munn. Good to have all of you with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.